Good afternoon, my dear listeners and viewers. You are very much welcome to this great platform, Young Prof Student Forum. Today, in this platform, I want to make references to some topics that students find very difficult in the use of English, ranging from part of speech. So many students always think that this part of speech we talk about when we're in nursery school or secondary school that is very simple. When you hear them talking about nouns, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, and so many of them, they would think that it is very easy the way they sang it without knowing that there are rules that guide every aspect of English. But before I proceed, I want to make references to the meaning of part of speech. Part of speech can be seen as classes of words that perform different functions on a sentence. There are group of words that has different rules which they play in a given statement. Every part of speech has a function, and it is usually dependent on the topic of discussion in which such part of speech is involved in. Many speakers of English find it difficult to identify when to use this part of speech, such as adjective, pronouns, verbs, and nouns in some cases. For instance, some persons don't know in English that there is something like wicked, wickeder, wickedest. Some don't know there is something like common, commoner, commonest. Some don't know there is something like pleasant, pleasanter, pleasantest. For instance, the introduction of that allows you to use them in English. What we simply know is more beautiful and most beautiful, more pleasant and most pleasant. But you can actually remove more and most and use pleasant, pleasanter, pleasantest. For instance, Ngozi is wicked. John is wickeder than Ngozi, whereas Paul is the wickedest among them all. Note, pronoun as a part of speech also play a vital role in the use of English because so many speakers don't know when to use them in English. For instance, some people don't know when to use I and me. I can serve as a subject of a sentence. It can stand on its own to perform the function of a subject. But whenever you use me in a sentence, it stands in an objective position. It stands as an object of the sentence. It can only serve as an object and not as a subject. For instance, the principal invited Akpan and dashed to his office. Option A, I. Option B, myself. Option C, ourselves. Option D, me. The right answer to the question should be me, because me is not standing as a subject, rather it is standing as an object of the sentence, whereas Akpan is therefore serving as the subject of the sentence. Same thing applicable to something we call distributive pronouns. For instance, so many users of English don't know when to use each other and one another. From today onward, you should learn that whenever you are talking of an action involving only two persons, you use each other. But whenever you are talking of an action that involves more than two persons, you use one another. For instance, did you notice Ngozi and John glancing at Dash? Option A, themselves. Option B, one another. Option C, themselves. Option D, each other. The right answer there should be each other. But whenever you are using one another, it involves an action that is being acted upon by more than two persons. For instance, in the president's speech yesterday, he advised all Nigerians to love Dash. Option A, themselves. Option B, each other. Option C, themselves. Option D, one another. The right answer there is one another because the action involves more than two persons. Please Follow me up for more videos like this. You can follow my YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel. We run online classes in every aspect of English. You can contact me through the following mobile numbers: 070-3723-0220. You can go to my TikTok page by typing Young Prof 2024, or follow me up on my YouTube channel. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you and have a wonderful day.